Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be creating an evening summertime look with the Lorac Meraki palette. This is kind of an aggregation of a lot of their most popular shades in one beautiful neutral palette, so I'm really excited to dig in. This is a new palette to me. It's not a new palette, but it is a new palette to me. I picked it up at TJ Maxx and I believe TJ Maxx and Marshalls still has this, so if you're looking to pick it up, definitely check it out. But it also has a ton of neutral shades that I'm sure you probably already have in your collection. I'm just really drawn to the Lorac formula, specifically, not just the shades, because the mattes are really smooth and easy to blend and the shimmers are really buttery. So I'm really excited to dive in, so let's get started. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. Okay, are we good? So I put a little concealer on my lids and set it with some setting powder. And now I'm going to just go in with, I think I'm gonna start with one of these matte shades. And I'm thinking I'm going to start with this pretty neutrally matte shade right here. This is like a more orangey one, this is a more yellowy one, and then we have some cool tones, but this one seems pretty neutral, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with that. So I'm gonna apply that. Ooh, there's a sticker on the mirror, so I can't see myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that all over the lid. And this is kind of the mid-toned row. If you have this palette, you know that there are mattes kind of divided up into super light, and then mid-toned, and then super dark. And this one is in the mid-toned row. And by the way, when I say super dark, it doesn't go that deep. It's it kind of looks deep in the palette down here, but like these shades are not actually all that deep. So it is an approachable palette. However, if you are looking for extreme rich deep colors, this is probably not going to give that to you. Although I will say these colors do build up very well. So on first application, it might not be like super pigmented, but after you build it up, it does show up a little more pigmented. So speaking of some of that last row, I'm going to go in with the darkest version, still in this same column, the darkest version of that neutrally brown color. And I'm going to apply that to the lower lash line, or sorry, the upper lash line, but very down low, close to that, like close to the lashes. I'm not trying to get close to the crease with that color. I just want it to be close to the lashes and kind of smoke it out, but not too far out. I want to keep this a wearable look, but I am kind of going for like a nighttime summery look, so I'm okay to deepen it up. And we're going to keep building that up. That is one of the beautiful things about the Lorac formula. It does have mattes that are pigmented, but not overly pigmented, so it's really easy to blend out if you accidentally like apply too much to one spot. It's pretty easy to fix your mistakes. And I'm using this double-ended brush, by the way, from the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. It's a great brush, and it kind of looks like one of those like honey sticks. I love that. Okay, so I feel like I've built that up a fair amount, and I do like where we are at. If I wanted to make it even deeper, I could probably go in with the black that's in here and just really deepen that up. But I'm not going to do that, actually. I want to kind of leave it like in this smoky brown territory. So now that we have a nice neutrally brown base in our outer corners and also kind of drawn in a little bit, I'm going to go on the lids with a little bit of glitter glue, or rather the NYX glitter primer. I always call it glitter glue, but because it's so sticky. But it really is just called the NYX Glitter Primer. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply a little bit of that all over my lids. And I've been doing this honestly with like every shimmer shade now. I used to just do it when I had really flaky, glittery shimmers, or even just like back in the day when we used to put pressed glitters or loose glitters on our lids. I feel like that's out of vogue now. Or not in vogue, out of vogue, what do you say? But when that was a thing, that's what I used this for. But now I just use it for like every shimmer because it makes every shimmer so much more impactful. So, okay, so now when we're picking the actual lid shade, I'm thinking Okay, that one's like kind of a plummy, deep, oh gosh, it looks really brown on the viewfinder, but it is kind of, it has a purpley tone to it. And these, I'm thinking of one of these two. So this one maybe is a little bit more coppery and this one's more neutral brown. Will I really just stay in this whole neutral brown zone tonight? You know what, I think I will do that. So I'm going to, and these shimmers from Lorac are so smooth and beautiful, and they just apply so nicely on the lids. You know, for a while I was like, what is wrong with all of my eyeshadows and my lids? Because like every shimmer shadow was looking super chunky and accentuating like every line on my lids, and I was just like not getting good eyeshadow looks out of it. That was beautiful. And I'm gonna go in with this shade. Again, this is like light matte, medium matte, dark matte row, and this is like light shimmer row and like mid shimmer row. So I'm gonna go in with this from the lighter shimmer row and kind of put that in more towards the inner corner. But anyway, for a while I was like, what is happening with these shimmers and my lids? Like, I can't get a shimmer to look good on my lids anymore. Like, am I really like at that stage now where I can't wear shimmer on my lid because I have so much texture on my lid? But with these shimmers, they just look so beautiful and so smooth on the lids, and I just love that. Okay, honestly, I'm gonna stop here before I get carried away, which I tend to do, and I'm gonna put some liner and lashes on, and I'll be right back for the final look. Okay, I am back with some mascara and liner on, and I really like how this looks. It is very wearable, but it still kind of has that sultry bronze look to it. You could obviously deepen it up and make it even more nighttimey, but this is wearable for me, and I think for a lot of people. But I guess to some people this would be more of a daytime look. But I really love this. I love the formula of these mattes and shimmers. They're just so beautiful. I definitely recommend Lorac if you are looking for a neutral palette that looks good on a lot of different skin tones, because that has a ton of different neutral tones to it, but also that looks good on eyelids that maybe have a little texture, like myself. I love that one so much. So definitely recommend that. I also thought I would share what fragrance I'm wearing with this look. So I am wearing the Sunset Glow Body Mist by Bath & Body Works. This has notes of fresh coconut, sparkling cherry seltzer, dreamy moonflower, and caramelized vanilla. And it is a beautiful, it smells so good. It's like a beautiful gourmand, but it has that cherry seltzer, which gives it a little like effervescence and like a little fruitiness. But it's just so, it really is just, you know, the epitome of going out to dinner on a hot summer night when you're on vacation at the beach, and you know, you walk on the boardwalk after, but you're looking good and you're feeling flirty. I love it so much. So that is what I paired with this look. If you enjoyed watching this, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!